Hello everyone. Today we're going to be ranking every single Goose duck rules. Why? Well, I said I was going to do this my first Goose duck videos, so I might as well do it now. So we have pretty much every rule except for Pigeon, Falcon, and Birdwatcher. So I'm just going to rank those three last and see where I put them. Let's first start with Bounty. Bounty is D tier. Oh yeah, I should probably label it tiers. S is the best one, A is great, B is good, C is middling, and D is trash. B is bad. Yeah, Bounty sucks. Like, unless you really care about currency this game like, Bounty is just not good at all. Like, seriously, it's literally just a normal goose, but you get more coins. I don't, I don't really care about currency too much, though. If I don't want to buy an outfit, I guess I can take it. But as of now, Bounty is a very shit role. I don't like it. Not in the sense. Not the worst role. We'll get to that one later, but you probably already know what at least your role is. But for now, let's just rank Canadian next. And it's a middling C. Like, I think Canadian is a good role, because with the exception of Professional Duck, like, it always causes the Duck's demise. So, I mean, it's pretty good, I guess, at doing its job. Personally, I'm not too big of a fan of it, though. It's very basic. And again, it's literally just a normal goose. Yeah, and you pretty much has the same mechanics as normal goose. So since it helps the duck goose in the long run, I guess we'll put at C instead of B. Bad. I was gonna put it in D, but I feel like C fits better. Next up, we have our first duck roll, Cannibal Duck. Listen, it's a pretty great roll. Well, sure, it's just a normal duck, but you can also eat bodies, so it prevents the person from eating the bodies. It can also prevent a vulture one which, yeah, fuck the vulture. But anyways, Cattle Duck, in my opinion, just feels it's very great. As you can tell, this is very unscripted. I don't usually do scripts my videos. I mean, there's no point in doing, I mean, why would I do scripts my videos or gaming videos for fuck's sake? But, still, who cares? Anyways, I'm wondering, well, how come Cannibal Duck is so high despite it's just like nearly a normal duck when bouncing Canadian are so low? Well, to give a simple explanation, I like being ducks, so ducks are getting automatic A. So, yeah, there you go. Next up is Dodo. I love chaos as a video game, and this one is just simple good chaos. Unfortunately, it's not too chaotic, but still, Dodo gets a pretty low A for me. It's our first neutral rule, and I feel like it's definitely way better than Vulture. Vulture. I mean, you could just pretend to be just a normal goose throughout the entire game. You run the finale, you could do a final three situation, and we get the other duck to vote you and get voted out. And that's why I love it. But also, I may be a bit biased because Jester is my favorite role of Town of Us, so eh. Even so, pretty good. A tier. Next up are lovers. If you play with me, you know I don't really like the lovers too but I still think it's a pretty decent role, nonetheless. I always get lover Goose, which kind of sucks, which is kind of like a bit biased, but still. So, essentially, makes you decide if you want to win with the geese or the duck. If the lover Goose wants to win with the geese or the lover. Likewise, the lower duck also their duck, fellow ducks, or their lovers. I mean, two are both lovers can also be gooses, but that's besides the point. If one lover dies, the other one also dies because they're in love. So together forever, I guess. Overall, I think lovers is a decent role. I don't know. I just every single time I just like lovers, I not not really too joyous. Especially since loved ones don't really happen too often. Either one that you use again, ones with their own factions, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Like if you get lover geese, you could just win. Over goose, you could just win with you can still win as goose, so it doesn't really matter. Uh, also, if you lover duck, you can don't have to be extra weary of the fact that your lover gets killed. So, meh. There's not really a lot going for lovers, for in my opinion, but meh. You know me, mechanic is my favorite of the goose rolls because they can vent. That's it. Just a simple idea of inventing just really works. Always just like venting around snooping. Always have a lot of fun playing mechanic. So, yeah, I think we not really much to say about mechanic. I already said a bunch of. I've always just been rambling about lovers too much, and for mechanic, it's just a simple role, and that's what makes it great. Next up is medium, aka the role that is under construction. Medium is basic. I don't really care about the medium too much. Like, it can be useful at times, but to be honest, I just don't really like it too much. Like in the start of my first Goose Goose Duck video, I said that medium was the worst role. Obviously, it isn't. I said it wasn't the worst role after that, but still, medium is still very shit. I'm honestly kind of glad that's under construction, but to be honest, because it sucks. Next up is Morphling Duck. The duck I always get every single time I'm duck. A tier. It's better than I can because you can usually just frame someone for someone else's murder. Just morph as another duck, as another person, just kill him from another person, and just go away. Then boom, you frame someone. Of course, the other person can be smart and follow you to make you morph, but no, morph, but it's not that high of a chance. Honestly, I think the fact that morphlings can vent is probably a very good thing because that would be make it too OP. So, yeah. I'm not just leaving Morphling. It's a pretty great duck world. I mean, all of them are great, but still. Next up is Sheriff. That one is a B for me. I do think that Sheriff, honestly, as Sheriff, I always just try to weigh my shots. But with Vigilante, which I might look over next because they're kind of the same thing, but not really, I always just like go for one person and just try to kill them. You see, the difference between Vigilante and Sheriff is the fact that Sheriff if you kill you can actually kill again, but if it's a goose roll, you also die. Now, in Vigilante, you just kill one person, that's say, you basically just double goose. So the fact that Sheriff has a bit more of a... So I rather prefer Sheriff, because even though you can die easily as Sheriff, it's still pretty fun. It's a little bit more fun than just being Vigilante. I mean, sure, Vigilante you kill someone, but after that you're just a normal goose. I guess that's your punishment for killing someone. Honestly, Vigilante itself is a very pointless role, if anything, if the Sheriff exists. Like, What's the point of having vigilante at all? At all? The sheriff. Oh, when you think about it, like the sheriff can already kill other. Is already a goose that can kill. So what's the point of having a vigilante? Other than the fact that it can't die no matter what. But honestly, very pointless role. Also, why is medium at C tier? I just realized that. Alright. Sonic the Duck is another great duck role. I'm more looking for if it's either better than Morphling or worse. On the one hand, you can easily silence people. You know, prevent them from talking in meetings. Whenever you're around, I'm silencer. I usually just silence one random person. Not when it's only just me and them, for obvious reasons. But so overall, so I think silencer is a pretty good, good great role. Again, I mean, of course, it's a duck for obvious reasons. Hold on, let me just move this back. Yeah, I feel like I gave Cannibal bit too high. It's more so like a low A, and this one's more so just an A. So yeah. Anyways, back to Silencer Duck. I think Silencer is again another great role in itself, and I don't have much else to say about that. So let's just move on. Oh, yeah, Technician. Now again, remember me? My first video, I said that Medium was the worst role. After that, I said no, it wasn't. Technician is, and I stand by that. And I've always said that Technician is the worst role, and honestly, the fact that I keep getting it is probably like the biggest denier of it. The biggest. Honestly, Technician just. Every single time Technician, I always just want to kill myself. I have been doing it in an exit call, and they just wanted to get run over by the shuttle, but now I just kind of stopped doing that because that would be more of a detriment. Well, actually, I'm not sure if it is a detriment because I don't even pay attention to meetings anyway, so who cares? Overall, Technician is just so bad. Like, very, very bad. I don't like it. Just garbage role. If I was hosting Lobby, I'd pretty much have every role on except for Technician. Because seriously, Technician is awful. It's just god awful. You're basically just a normal duck making approximately what sabotages are. I mean, if you play in the first two maps, I mean, the third map it might be useful, but the maps you pretty much already know where most of the sabotages are, so there's no point in me using it at all. Use it at all. Shit roll. Just trash. And Vulture. Anyways, Vulture gets C. I know I've been ragging Vulture a bit, but it's a pretty okay roll. Pretty mediocre roll as is. As the same with Detective, it's not a pretty well. Well, actually, no. Detective is decent, really. Well, for Vulture, you can just eat bodies, and honestly, I think it might be for Vulture. Every single time I Vulture, I'm always like feels like I'm cursed. Every single time, it's just like they always report the bodies before I can actually eat them. I only won Vulture twice, and that is excluding Die and Dash for obvious reasons. Speaking of Die and Dash, I should probably talk about Falcon here. I said I was going to save for last, but since I just spoken, but I don't know what to say where I put it. I put her like A tier, like above Dodo, actually no, above Silencer, but below Morphling. Being Falcon is very fun, but it's also very broken, so don't want to give it too high. Since it's pretty much just like a duck with a lower cooldown, like less than 10 seconds kill cooldown. Also, since you know your other vulture person, you pretty much kill anyone on site. Granted, that could give you away easily, but that's pretty much the root cause of why Vulture wins so much in Dying Dash. And why Dying Dash is a pretty, meh game overall, things considered. In fact, Classic is pretty much the only. It's the only one game mode that I don't really like. The other two are good. Classic for obvious reasons, and Goose because I just love being stuck and chasing them and killing them. Anyways, anyways, going on to detective, so it definitely is useful because there's just like a 50-50. You can just check someone to see if they killed. You know, they're not the killer. Either the other person is, or that said 50-50. You should get voted out. Is a duck. If they have double horns, then you hit the button and it's recorded. So yeah, detective is a pretty good role. I mean, in one of the games I played, it was proved to be broken, but you can just be a duck and not kill and just wait for the detective to check you on you, or you can just let the detective just check 100%. So it doesn't really matter in the game's grand scheme of things. It's the only person in the game. Maybe Goose. It's kind of weak. I don't really like Mimic Goose too much, mainly because the fact that Mimic Goose just feels very. Hey, Mimic Goose. It's kind of pointless. Like you can easily act like you're one of the ducks by just acting very. Like one of the ducks are kind, you could just slaughter them just to make sure. Hopefully they kill them. But honestly, I think the best part. And the other ducks won't kill you. I think that's why he definitely has its edge of it. And how he can cause the other ducks to just unless they kill each other. Every single time I duck into his Mimicon, I always just try to stay away from the other duck people, just in case people with red names, just in case one of them is a Mimic. Like, I don't want to risk it. So, yeah. Mimic is a pretty weak role. Is that you're concerned about the awkward pause? I don't know either. I just like that for a bit. And his professional duck is the best role, easily. I would. It's the role I had the most fun in. I always like just killing someone, or just making someone else reported. Like, just killing a Canadian and making it a self-reported is just nice. It doesn't really happen too much, but still, I really like Professional Duck. It's always the Professional Duck is pretty much the role I always want for the duck. It's a shame I don't really get that too often, but whatever. Compared to the other duck roles, but still. And anyway, Spy Duck is better than Morphine. It's also useful if you have a Mimic on because you can check if one person is a duck or not. Person is really a duck or not. If it looks like they are a duck, then boom, just kill them. Yes, if they are said they're the Mimic, then boom, you can just kill them easily. Anyways, I don't really have much to say about Psyduck. It's a pretty great rule altogether. And not about that's it. Oh wait, yeah. I forgot to talk about Pigeon and Birdwatcher. Pigeon will go in B and Birdwatcher will go in C. For Bird, I'll just cut the chase for Birdwatcher. It's just getting extra vision. It's not that special. And what's long is when I've been playing recently, they always like have Birdwatcher disabled, so it doesn't really matter. To be honest, their most recent role is not good at all. Kind of disappointing, if anything. As for Pigeon, I think it's a pretty good role for them because it causes the gooses and ducks to just play quickly and get their tasks done, or the ducks to kill faster, and also causes people to button more frequently, if anything. Honestly, I think that the pigeon cooldown is. Honestly, the thing that's hurting the pigeon is the fact that this cooldown is so low. Like, seriously. That makes it too OP can easily win the first round, like anything. Unless, of course, there's like 16 people, but that's besides the point. They can easily just win a bunch of rounds anyway, so there's no. Because the cooldown's so low. Honestly, I think Arsonist from Town of Us does the job better. And that about wraps it up, I guess. Overall, most of the roles are good or great. rules are great, which is a good thing. Good thing. I know the rules are really horrible. It's like this fucker. Well, but still, I do like it. Actually, no, now thinking about it, I should probably put my patient to C. Alright, that's the only change I'm gonna make. Bye for now.